Oh. Hi everyone, we are back here to episode third episode of the first season. Yeah. I don't know why I'm always mixing this series with the slime. Has nothing to do, but okay. And in the last episode, we got to the top, the final door of the dungeon, and now we are in the top of the strange building. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see the Jin. Maybe he gonna make a little bit rich. I doubt that. Um, don't know. I just want to see what the story untold us, and maybe finally save Morgiana, cause like she's suffering so long. Every time their friends go and not help her. Third night, the sorcerer of creation. Okay.
昔ウーゴ君から聞いたんだ。頑丈の部屋の外には死者の町ネクロポリスが。
Oh, it's the it's him. Oh, okay. Finally died or what? Yeah, totally was the guy. Yep. God damn, she has a pretty powerful. And how many fights did you get into? Because I feel that you never really got into a fight because no one really go against you. Lucky jump. You just jump into with a sword like what do you? God damn it. Yep, probably not. Wow. Maybe, but maybe as well you're not that good. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. Like, he probably is some kind of prince, as I predict. Yeah, they were alluding to this some kind of thing. She will get. I still don't know why she's doing that. Maybe she. Maybe he has some reference. No. Maybe he had. I don't know. Yeah, let's see what. Nope. I don't think she's going to. Yep. I really want to know why. That's a good question. I'm thinking myself a long time. Cause.
僕の命令だよ。できるだろ、モルジアナ。
Okay, maybe it's just like the terror or anything like, but I still like I get it. Like she is completely traumatized about that. As you can see, like since a very young age, but like right now she can easily defeat him. I understand the whole idea of uh, it's a mental thing. Like oh, she's not gonna do it. Yep, she's not gonna do it. Aleva probably gonna say something like, "Yeah, do it." Oh, nope, maybe not. Okay.
私が去ったすぐ後、ダンジョンが現れ、10年後、とある少年がやってくるでしょう。彼こそ。
How you knew that?
ヒギンさん、君こそ先生が予言した僕の力なんだな。
Who was your teacher? And how you knew about the dungeons would appear?
さもないと。モルジアナはね。
Oh, or main character here. Yep. See? Without force to apply, I don't think she will be able to get that. What? Why he would do that? What do you think he would say? I cannot imagine.
王様何のことかわかんないけど僕はお兄さんのことそんなに大した人じゃないと思うよ
Good. Yep. Okay, that was interesting. Stop yelling. I don't understand that. Why he don't have head? Interesting. Wait, Solomon? What? Oh, Alibaba. That's a good question. Yeah? What? Of course not gonna answer. God damn it. Oh, this guy was the opening. He will get out. Good. Fun enough, it was none of my predictions. God damn it. I began this really well. Oh, okay. I was like, they are all in the same place. Okay. God damn it. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Huh. Weird. Like, why? Okay, I have Oh, again, we don't have the ending. It's crazy, like, and this is the third episode, and oh, now we're gonna have. Okay, I was thinking that we would not have the ending. So let me just see if we have any extra scene important here. And oh, we're gonna see this guy again. Um, some it looks like students, and yeah, nothing special. So just a second. So let's do this really fast because I still want to react to at least one more episode. We begin the scene with everyone, Aladdin and Alibaba together in the top of the building, and Morgiana being punch and kick because like our heroes did not save her. Never. Um, then we have the opening again to break uh, the immersion. Then we have this place explained by Aladdin, which is the necropolis. I don't know how. I mean, he'd say that the Ugo explained to him, but like also he said that he can summon him with the head, but he usually don't do it. Is that what he said? Um, then we have the room of the treasures, um, and the whole thing with um, this guy fighting Alibaba. And again, we have the whole thing with the show hinting the possibility of Alibaba being from a royal family. And I feel that this probably is what it is the case. He's probably a prince or something like a noble line, for sure a noble line. Now I feel that I have my idea of me he may just be connected somehow. Like for example, he knows he see one day a princess, and yeah, yada yada, yeah, you know, that stuff. But after this episode, I think it's 100% sure that he is from a noble family. I don't. He don't necessarily need to be a princess, princess, goddamn princess, but he sure is somewhere related to a noble line. And he see again. The whole thing is the other guy. He really got himself into a fight anytime because we see him kind of uh, pointing at the sword for the little Morgiana when she was a kid and all of like it's different from you like you have a weapon and the other person is a little kid and don't have a weapon. This is not a fight, it's different. So like he may never really got into a fight ever. He just have a lot of people that serve to him because he manipulated them since a young age. Because other people manipulate since from a young age probably as well. I don't know, or it was just him that begins with that because he say that he did that. Um, I don't know. And yeah, it is clear that he say, yeah, this is a real palace, swordplay, yeah. And definitely something happened to him that he don't want to remember. He keeps saying that. Um, so maybe my theory about the evil um, Vizar, I think that's how to say. Uh, just think on Jafar from Disney, okay? That did something like that. Probably is what happened. Um, or maybe a brother, the evil brother, could also be. And we have the whole scene with Morgiana. I totally understand the manipulation, the mind manipulation. I don't know, but I still feel that she. My problem maybe is that she never really hesitated on this last second when she was going to kill Alibaba. So I don't know. I also wonder, like, this is an anime, a shonen anime, and I wonder if, because like usually when you have this main characters and all and all this balance, Morgana is the only girl, and I do wonder how the story will go in terms of, for example, who she gonna. It's not that you may say, well, that is not that relevant. I mean, if Alibaba become a king, I feel that this would be really relevant since she is a citizen of another kingdom, and I don't know, like politics are a really good and bad thing. As we saw in this series already, and just we're just in the third episode, but we see so much thing about politics. So I wonder, and we still have I still have at least a lot of questions about Alade. It's really good that he defeats her in a way like okay, he tried to stop her in the ground, and of course it did not work because she can use like the force of her leg. So he just stopped her in up where she cannot move her legs, and use that force to break free. Um, so then we have this flashback with this evil guy saying, "Young master, shortly after my departure, oh, God damn it, the dungeons shall start to appear." So how the fuck he knows about that? Um, where it is? After 10 years, a boy will also appear. I mean, we did not see what the fuck he said about the boy. She just said the boy, and we got back to the present with him talking. So I don't know what exactly he said to him, right? Um, I'm gonna talk more about that later. Then we have the gene, and he say, "You're gonna be a king." No, the evil guy. "You're gonna be a king." No, Morgana. You. Oh, it's you. Because he immediately recognized he was a Magi. Um, Interesting. Um, Also, I wonder what kind of conversation he had with the other Jin. He's the Jin of propriety and discipline, master of flames. Okay. Um, a whole thing about mages choosing kings. Of course, the king is Alibaba, and we got to see the whole thing about him being um, probably a prince or something like that. Every king is always chosen by a magician. Yep, probably it's true about these civilizations and like that place. Um, so, but what I wonder here is like he's saying we haven't been sent here for the sole purpose of searching for that one person. We must task, guide, and train that person. And then that is beloved one with Solomon's spirit. That is you. So the whole thing about Solomon, he's usually always, despite on fiction, about a great magician, one of the best, if not the best of all the times, in many fictional works. And here it's saying that he they come from this world, like where they come from. Um, all the genes of all the dungeons come from to find this king, which is Alibaba, it seems. Why his kingdom is that important, or maybe his kingdom will become the kingdom of every place. I don't know. Could be that as well. Um, where it is? Wait, wait. Yeah, and they would explain about Solomon's spirit or whatever, and of course he could. Really good scene with Morgana and I forgot his name of the other slave. God damn it. Sorry about that. Also, he said, the Jinn said, this is the last vestige of the magical gift by King Solomon. And then he got himself and become a crest within Alibaba's clothes. The place is destroyed. Um, so I want to talk about these two guys here. The one clocked, it could be that is the one that talked with with the evil guy, calling him young lord, and he's saying, "Are you okay with this, Magi?" So this guy with in black, the black hair is a Magi as well. Um, It's a pen that is a weird clear, and then they say it's okay if it's your lord that would die or something like that, which again it clears the idea that this guy is really the one that was talking before, which knew somehow the appearance of these dungeons. Also, let me see here. I'm going to take treasure, what is, and use to start my own business. Cinder is a counter that Simba great. Simba is also another famous character with the thousand knights. So I'm curious to see what is his incarnation in this series, and and how it is um, his city, right, that he created. Na, 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 na. The whole thing about dreams, whatever, and they all got teleported to different places. She would go to outside the city somehow. He got exactly where the dungeon was, which makes sense since he's the one that clearly that well, the Jinn said that it was him and Aladi, but like he was the one that received the prize of the crest, which I assume that it has some relation to the power of fire that he used. And we don't know where Aladdin is, which I can and we are seeing some people watching him in the ground. So I wondered about that as well. I said that I was gonna say one thing more, but I forgot what it was. Sorry. If you know, tell me in the comment sections that I answer you. So with that, I see you in the next time.